I'll check some control statements. First, we'll go with if statement, if-else statement. If statement is known as a decision control statement, means execution of code depends on some certain condition. We can use if statement in various ways, means various arrangements can be possible, like there can be only if statement, if-else statement, if-elif-else statement, nested if statement, and there is also a shorthand version to use if and if-else statement. See, by default, instructions in a program are executed sequentially, means your program gets executed in sequential manner. But many a times we want to set, means like many a times we want to execute a set of instructions in one situation and another set of instructions in another situations. Means execution of statements depends on some certain condition. This kind of situation is dealt with decision control instructions. Okay, this sort of a situation where execution of code is depending on some certain condition is dealt using decision control instruction, and if is such a kind of decision control statement. Okay, so we'll see first how we can implement if statement only. So this is a syntax of if statement. Now if statement is used to test a particular condition, and if the condition is true, it executes a block of code known as if block. Means here you can see there is a condition at start. If condition is true, it will execute block of code, means this will be a collection of some statements. These statements will get executed if this condition is true, and if condition is false, it will skip this code and move further. Okay, so this is how if statement works. See once again, this is a syntax of if. At start there will be one condition. If condition is true, it executes if block. If block is just nothing but a collection of some statements. Okay, so these statements, this block of code will get executed if condition is true. If condition is false, it will skip this block of code and move further with next statement. Okay, and what is this condition? Here you can say condition is any valid expression which either evaluated true or false. Condition is any valid expression. We have seen relational expression, we have seen logical expression. All these expressions generates result in format of true or false. So condition is any valid logical expression which can be either evaluated true or false. If it is true, it executes this if block. If it is false, it skips this block and move further. This is a syntax of if statement. If is a keyword, then your logical expression, then colon, then number of statements. So this number of statement is nothing but a if block. Okay, we'll just check with one small example. Here see, we will enter one number from keyboard and we'll check whether this number is even. We just want to check whether it is even. So here first we are going with one variable x. Right now we have seen how to take numerical input from keyboard. So for that purpose we are using this int function, then input function, then one prompting here. So here we are saying enter any number. So that number we are storing in this variable x, and we just want to check whether x is even or not. Here we don't want to do anything if it is not even. We just want to check whether it is even. So that thing we can check by using this if. Then condition is this one, x modulus 2 equal to 0. So this is my logical expression. This is my condition which evaluates to true or false. If it is, it's like if remainder is 0, it means it is even number. So here I am using this colon, and then we are printing one statement. Okay, so we are printing like this, x is even number. Now see, this is a if block, so there can be more than one statement also. So here we are just writing one another statement for the sake only. Okay, we are just printing some value like this. This is second statement. Okay, so run this code. Here we are entering even number first, 10, and it is executing. See, your code will work like this. 10 will be get stored in x, 10 modulus 2 is 0, so condition is true, so it will execute these two statements. Okay, we'll do one another thing. Here we'll add another statement like this, end of program. Now check Once again we are entering one even number, so this time it executes both the statements of this if block and plus it is printing end of program. Now suppose if I entered one number which is not even, so obviously in this case if block will be get skipped now because this condition becomes false, and here directly we are getting output as a end of program because this will not be get execute because condition is not true. This is how if works. If then one condition, if condition is true it executes if block, if condition is false it skip if block. Next we'll check with another example. This is the example statement. While purchasing certain items, a discount of 10% is offered if the quantity purchased is more than 1000. If quantity and price per item are input through keyboard, write a program to calculate the total expenses. So in this example, two inputs are there, quantity and price per item. Then we can calculate total expenses. Condition is this: if quantity is more than 1000, a discount of 10% is offered. So we want to calculate total expenses depending on quantity purchased. So first we will write down a code to take input of quantity and price per item. So both entities we will consider as an integer. So here we are entering quantity, then this is price per item. Yeah. Now calculate total expenses. Total expenses is just nothing but quantity into price per item. Okay. Then check if quantity is greater than 1000. So here you can say if quantity is greater than 1000. So here we are using our if statement. Now if quantity is greater than 1000, we want to offer 10% discount. Means like your total expenses will be 0.9 into total expenses. So that we can write down like this: total expenses equal to 0.9 into total expenses here. Okay, so we are offering 10% discount here if quantity is greater than 1000. And then here print final expenses like this one. Okay, so execute this code. Now at first we will enter quantity as a 500 and price per item as a 10. So total expense will be 5000. There is no discount because quantity is less than 1000. So total expense is 5000. Run this code again. Now we are entering quantity as 1200. Price is 10. So total expense will be 12,000. But this time quantity is greater than 1000. So we'll offer 10% discount. So total expenses will be 10,800. Okay. So this is how we can use if statement. Only if statement. We are not going with else or something. We are using only if statement to check certain condition. So next we'll see if else statement. Now in case of if else statement, we are having another block, that is the else block combined with if block here, which executes if your condition outcome is false. It's like in previous case. Here you can see if condition is true, if block will get executed. If condition is false, it's just moving further over here. But now in case of if else, you're having two options. You're having two blocks. One is if block, one is else block. If condition is true, it executes if block. If condition is false, it executes else block. Okay, if condition is true, it executes if block. If condition is false, it executes else block. This syntax: if is a keyword, then condition, then colon, then block of statements, then else is a keyword, then colon, then another block of statements. This block will get executed if condition is true. This block will get executed if condition is false. So only thing what you have to add is a else block. So here you can see like this. We are entering one variable, say marks. Entering marks from keyboard, and here we are checking if marks is greater than or equal to 35. Then we are printing pass, and in else case here we are printing as a fail. So if and else. Okay, there is one if block, there is one else block. Okay, block means you can add any number of statements here. Right now we are writing only one statement. If this condition is true, it will print pass. If this condition is false, it will print fail. So here I am entering marks like suppose say 34. In that case, condition is false, so it print fail. If here print marks 40, it will print pass. So this is how if else works. Next, we'll check one example using if else statement. The example statement is like this: in a company, an employee is paid as under. If his basic salary is less than rupees 1500, then HRA is equal to 10% of basic salary and DA is equal to 90% of basic salary. If his salary is either equal to or above rupees 1500, then HRA equal to rupees 500 and DA will be equal to 98% of basic salary. If the employee's salary is input through the keyboard, write a program to find his gross salary. So input will be basic salary and output should be gross salary. Condition is this one: if basic salary is greater than or equal to 1500, then this will be HRA and DA. If it is smaller, then this will be HRA and DA. We will consider basic salary as integer entity. So here we are writing code to enter value from keyboard. So basic salary we are entering from keyboard. Now we want to check if basic salary is greater than or equal to 1500. This is our condition. This is our logical expression. If basic salary is greater than 1500. So if it is, then our gross salary will be basic salary plus HRA, which is 500, and plus DA, which is 98% of basic salary. So that we can calculate like this: gross salary is equal to basic salary plus HRA, which is 500, plus DA, which is 98% of basic salary. So this is gross salary if basic salary is greater than or equal to 1500. Now we'll write down this else clause. Means we want to calculate gross salary if basic salary is smaller than 1500. So we'll just copy this statement as it is. Now in this case, HRA is at 10% of basic salary and DA will be 90% of basic salary. So here we'll say 10% of basic salary and here we'll say 90% of basic salary. This is how we can calculate gross salary depending on basic salary by using if else statement. Finally, we will print this gross salary. Okay, now execute this code. First, we are entering basic salary as 1000 only. In this case, else block will work. It will calculate basic salary, which is 1000 plus 0.1 into basic salary, that will be 100, and plus 0.9 into basic salary, that will be 900. So gross salary should be 2000. So here else block works. Now if you enter basic salary as 2000, in that case if block will work and your gross salary will be basic salary, that is 2000 plus 500 plus 0.98 into basic salary. So this is your result 4460. This is how your if else statement works here. Depending on condition, result either true or false, it will execute if block or else block.